Welcome, adjudicators, to another episode of Disputed, where two fictional characters go head to head, armed with only their advocates, and you will decide the outcome. Everything is disputed.
Hell yeah.
Let me move this over so no one can see my filthy room. Never mind.
Good to see you, man.
Good to
it's
see
so
you.
long between these things. I miss you. So
It does feel like it's like when you have shows that usually go every week, and then 2 weeks, every 2 weeks feels like forever.
yeah, it does. So I missed. I mean, it's a lot of fucking work to do all this, to
Yeah,
put all this together in the prep for every week. I mean, to do what ends up being about an hour long show. It's there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So I hope folks appreciate it and come back and watch as often as possible. But
absolutely.
yeah, how's your time off? How's your time away from the show been?
Um. Well, I'll just be honest.
Could be better.
We had a. I don't. It's not a tragedy. A friend of mine, one of my best friends from high school. We've been friends 30 years. He passed away.
Oh
I
man.
want to say it was Sunday. But he's not. He was in pain for
Yeah.
a lot of the last like 3 or 4 months. So it was a relief, I guess. But it's still hard to
Yeah.
say goodbye. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally. I get
So,
it.
but
Yeah.
but other than that, kids are off school for summer, so that is fun in quotation marks at times.
I've been there. I've been there.
But every other than that, everybody's healthy and feeling good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
How's the homestead?
It's coming together. We're getting some new furniture in. We got I put together a new table today. We got some a new couch coming in a couple of weeks. So all that's doing. Oh, we just had a new gas range put in because we had a crappy electric one that was about 10 or 15 degrees off for what it read out as. So yeah, we got all that done just in the last week. So it's been a whirlwind. So
There's a lot of that going around.
oh yeah, there is. So hey, why don't you introduce yourself, my friend?
All right, what's up, blurs and nerds? I'm Damon, father of two, husband of one. You may know me from such podcasts as Damon Does and In the Stack, the Library Podcast. I also turn dad jokes into poetry, and I am the R2D2 of the Disputed Podcast.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I appreciate that. Thank you, Damon. Welcome, adjudicators. I'm Dean. I'm the I guess I'm the C3PO of the show. You can find me on so many podcasts now. I've lost count. However, if you head over to podscure.com, you can check them all out, including this one. And then How Are You Now, which is doing really good with Shorzy now is out. And then tomorrow night, live streaming, we have a table read of a fuss at the golf course, which should be a blast. And both of our guests today will be on that as well. So so everybody on this show today will be on tomorrow. So
So we'll see all y'all tomorrow.
hell yeah, we'll do at it again. So let's talk a little bit about last episode. So unfortunately, we only got 11 votes in this, but which makes me really sad. But that being said, it was a very close match. It started out one way and hit another. But anyway, let's before we get into talking about it too much, let's show the tape and let's see if we can talk while this is going on.
Oh, what? Now, I love this arena. Makes
That's
you
a
want
great
to buy
arena.
me-
It's the best arena in the world.
Lorraine Brodno.
Who are these fellas
what's
back here? Who are these fellas? Oh, we may have to look again to see who these fellas are. There's Amos. Amos looking tough. Always looking tough.
Yeah, no
oh, who's that? We donned the flak jackets. They're bringing the heat now in WWE 2K22. Unfortunately, women don't fight men for some reason, and vice versa. So we had to have proxies for each one of them. So Atomic Blonde. Oh man, Amos just slapping the shit out of me.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. Oh, yeah. Then I get punched off the apron for running my mouth. That sounds accurate, actually.
Amos takes care of you.
Oh, and a big old suplex. Yeah, that feels familiar. Oh, that's unnecessary. I know I talk a lot, but good Lord. Just slam my face in the. Oh, I'm too pretty for all that.
Oh.
That's not cool. Oh, and then I just get punched. I just get punched in the face. Not the face, man. Not the face. You got to take a neat suplex at least. A little head and arm action.
But Amos Burton, victory. Look who's on the ground, though. It's me. So.
At least you took the pin. I took all the abuse. You took the pin. That's fair.
I did. So, yeah.
So Amos got the victory.
Amos got the victory. Brilliant. So, a big thanks to our friends Keith and Heather Mackey for making these awesome characters and creating the videos that I ended up splicing together and putting music to, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, but and so anyway, and you can find them on Twitter at Heather Mackey MAKI1 or on Instagram at SOLFreedom10. But it was kind of funny. The early voting was heavily in favor of Lorraine. I think Tiara's got a little bit of a following there, but the Expanse fans came out and brought Amos back and eked out the lead of a score 54.5% to Lorraine's 45.5%. So
wow,
great dispute, but Ben turned out the win over Tiara. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Damon?
I am honestly surprised it was that close. But it's nice to see that Lorraine got a respect, because I honestly thought Amos would run away with it with being a bigger and stronger person, but but hearing that some people came out for Lorraine, that's pretty cool. So now I gotta go watch this movie again.
Yeah, it was great. So all right, now that we've got that out of the way, Damon, what do you say we get into our dispute introduction for the evening?
Let's do this. I love this. Yeah. This episode brings disputes between two highly trained martial artists who are on a fight for what's right. One of them is a former assassin who set out for revenge on those who've wronged her. The other is a peaceful villager who's seeking the return of a sacred item stolen from his temple. Who are these venerating vigilantes, you ask? Only two of the most valorous virtuosos to ever vanquish a villain. Ting from Ong Bak versus Kill Bill's Beatrix Kiddo.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this fight, man. Woo! What do you think about this fight? Because before this, I didn't know who Ting was. So you're the one who introduced this character to the show. So I appreciate that, because I was unaware of Ting in the On Back series.
Whoo, man. Ting is pretty badass, and probably a lot more people are familiar with Beatrix Kiddo, who needs no introduction, aka the bride, aka mommy. Spoiler alert. But yeah, man, this is actually the only way this could have been a better. The only other character I could see matching up better with versus Ting. Each of these characters, to be honest, is Rama, who we'll see next week. Like
I was saying the same thing to our one of our advocates before the show. So yeah, I wholly agree. I think that would be a cool match to see as well. But we'll have to see how this one turns out and the next one. So
right, that's true.
It could end up happening. We'll see. So let's get into our introduce our advocates for the evening, shall we?
Surely.
All right. Our first advocate for the evening is currently 1-0 in the tournament with his turn on a dime advocacy for Jason Bourne. He's been seen as both a Mennonite as well as a joint smoking, D-Gin smacking Letterkenny representative, hailing from New York while residing in all the dispensaries in Denver, Colorado. Please make some noise for Renee Encarnacion. There he is. There's my boy Renee.
I really wish this would translate well to podcast because that's hilarious.
Getting
that flex on it. Flex on him. Flex on him.
Flex on him. Renee.
Sorry, I don't know how to vocally say I just did a bunch of Muay Thai moves.
So, Renee, who are you advocating for this evening?
Today we are advocating the humble, the holy, the honorable Ting. Ting is he is a gentleman amongst gentlemen. He is a person who can control what he's about and is only about using his powers for the best reasons. And that's the reason I'm defending him. I'm not going to get too deep into it yet because I've got a whole lot more to go about it. The man is somebody I aspire to ever want to be in my life. You know, that level.
That's a good aspiration. I would agree.
You know, the guy's he's got it right there. Oh.
All right. Well, it's great having you back, man, and I look forward to seeing how you do in this one. So, Juan, are you ready for our next advocate?
Yes, I am. Our next advocate is making their way to their second dispute of this tournament. Hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he likes to compose weird songs in the bathroom. He's an author, Kinpo Black Belt, and the 2021 DDP Yoga Positively Unstoppable Challenge Champion. Wow, this intro is long. He's also got hands so fast he can take out Butterbean. Give it up for Brian Tang.
Oh man, I love it. I knew this was going to be a very exciting show.
Another intro that you need for those of you listening. Just watch the video version.
Yeah, watch the video. I'm not wasting energy on y'all to just like listen to my grunts.
No. Yeah, this is audio and visual. Visual, take it up a notch.
Couple notches.
This is a full cinematic experience.
That's what she said.
Giggling. Yeah. Brian, tell us who you are advocating for this evening and what, sir, do you bring to the table?
For one, I am advocating for the often imitated, never duplicated, cannot be beat even with a bullet to the brain, Miss Beatrix. Good to her mother, Kiddo. Bottom line is, you don't mess with a mama. You just don't. And when you mess with a mom, bad things happen to you. Now imagine if you make the mistake of messing with a mom that is an international super assassin. You might as well just give up your life now. Just give up. If you play BitLife, there's a little spot called Surrender This Life. Just surrender. Surrender. Because she may not come for you today. She might not come for you tomorrow. It might take 5 years. Oh, but she's coming for you. Oh, she's coming for you.
The package is in the mail.
That's right. And there is no return to sender.
Oh man. So yeah, this I knew having you two on was going to be a fantastic episode. But good for us. We have timers because I know y'all can talk. So for the folks out there, I know you two know already. This is a timed debate there, and it's not like a real debate. This is about getting your point out, maybe having a little smack talk.
Oh, come on! We just talked about it last time. This is a master debate.
Yeah, this isn't like that foolishness that happens in Washington where nothing gets done and everyone cries and
the only crying here will be tears of joy.
We ain't filibustering in this motherfucker. No filibustering.
No.
All right. So each of you will have a 5-minute opening statement, followed by a 2-minute rebuttal from your opponent. After that, I will ask, actually, Damon will ask Advocate 1, who happens to be Renee, some questions, which he will have 2 minutes to respond to. I will then, in turn, ask Brian questions, which he will have 2 minutes to respond to. If we happen to have any out there from the audience, they may have questions. We will also bring those up so that you can answer those as well. And finally, you will have 2 minutes for closing arguments. So the order of things are going to go opening statement from Advocate 1, rebuttal from Advocate 2, opening statement from Advocate 2, followed by rebuttal. And so it's going in that order. All right. Does everybody understand?
Word.
All right. So, Renee, you are in the slot of Advocate 1. So let me go ahead and bring up the timer here. Bring that up. Come on. There we go. And do that. Is that right? Nope. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. You're a big ass timer,
there
dude.
We go. All right, there we go. So 5-minute timer. If you're ready, let's start it. Oh, I did that wrong. Let me bring you over there.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. It's all good. 5 minutes is a lot to defend someone who is doing what he needs to do. I'm not going to attack the other side yet, just because it's not necessary in this situation. This argument, this case, this adjudication, this dispute, it's a non-entity. This is a case of honor versus vengeance. Ting didn't sign up for this. For those who don't know, and maybe you need to be told the story of Ting, I'll sum it up real fucking quick. Ting is a young gentleman, comes from a background living in a small village, very, very isolated village, who is strong in their beliefs in the martial arts and their religion. That religion being Buddhism, which is one of the most peaceful religions in the fucking world, if not the most peaceful. Living in an isolated, region, living in isolation like that, you are taught one thing, and that is love, respect, and integrity, which is it's all encompassing in one thing, in my opinion, towards your heritage. And the heritage and religion was disrespected. A sacred artifact was stolen just because they refused to pay wages towards the local gangs. And not for nothing, being someone who comes from a village of power and strength, but again, people who do not choose to use those abilities for evil, for anything else other than just maintaining the integrity of their culture. Nobody deserves to have that encroached upon. It was a disgusting fucking thing. So now at the 2.5 minute mark, I'm gonna have to address the other side. It's Ting didn't sign up for this. Ting is born into this. Ting is a man who was just taught how to defend himself, how to defend his village, along with a bunch of other gentlemen who, that's what was part of their culture growing up. And unfortunately, his situation that he was born into just led him down a path that he could not avoid. It's like I this is why I was proud to take on this role. Was I was born in the ghetto. I was born in the South Bronx in the fucking 80s. And it's something you can't avoid. It is what it is. It's the card. It's the hand of cards I was dealt. And Ting, being the man that he is, being the person that he is, decided to use his abilities, what he was naturally trained to do, to hold up the integrity and the the what was right to do for his freaking town, for his freaking little village. And if you can't see the big difference there, where I mean, he didn't sign up for this. This is what he was born to fucking do. And he, like, this was just day one, born and trained since he was a fucking kid. This is what he was born to do. And it unfortunately is he got activated. He's like the fucking Jason Bourne for Thailand. God bless him. God fucking bless him. You know what I mean?
Ting.
You know what I mean? So it's Ting all the way for me. It is what it is. The kid didn't sign up for it. Wrapping up here, got the job done. That didn't take him more than one movie either. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So let me go ahead and stop the clock here. I mean, you got 10 seconds to bank if you want, but
I think I'll be all right. I'll be all good.
right. I'll be all good. All right.
I dragged that out.
All
I dragged that out.
Let's bring over Brian. Brian, you will have 2 minutes to give your rebuttal for this. So let's see. Here we go.
I heard something that was said multiple times, and it was a flat out lie. Ting didn't sign up for this. He volunteered. He volunteered. That is signing up for it. That's number one. Number two, yes, he was made to promise not to use his abilities, and that's very, very admirable. But again, he volunteered to do it. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and say, I will never use what I know how to use, and then someone wrongs you. Well, I'm going to use it now. You either do it or you don't. And then this wasn't about not paying wages to the gangs. The druggie wanted to buy Ung Bak, and he was told no. So what did he do? He went the Theon Greyjoy route and decided to just take his... Matter of fact, if Theon Greyjoy and Bart Simpson had a love child, that's what this guy did. He took Jebediah Ung Bak Springfield's head. Dick move? Yes. Massive dick move. Caused a lot of agony and suffering? Oh, plenty. However, he signed up for it. He volunteered. And it's not so much that the bride took more than one movie to do it. It's that her story is so extensive and so amazing because she's such a great character with all she went through that the one movie had to be split up into two because the public has the attention span that can only be measured in nanoseconds. The bride didn't have to go into 2 different prequel movies about someone that's not even the same guy, nor did she get beat up by Paul Walker.
All right. It took all your time there, bud. So that was good first round there. So let's head into the second round with you, if you're ready to start your opening statement.
Absolutely.
For Beatrix. There we go.
Beatrix Kiddo, if you want to bring up her past, fine. She was an assassin. Is it an honorable profession? No. Taking a life for money is not a very honorable profession. But, yeah, she has blood on her ledger. But when she realized that she was going to do the one thing that no man on this planet can do, i.e. bring new life into this world, she decided that she wanted something better. She wanted something better for herself, better for her child. And she realized that being with that child's father was not it. Now, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's not what we're arguing. We're not arguing whether she was right to take BB away from Bill. But she did. And what does Bill do? He hunts her down. He didn't even know that she was pregnant. So he hunts her down and sees that she's getting married, sees that she's moved on with her life, and decides that he's just going to be major petty and kill everybody and save her for last, beating the crap out of her and then shooting her in the head. But you know what? It wasn't enough to put her down. Everything that she went through in the 5 years in her coma, the nightmares, the assault, the sexual assault that she went through, it wasn't keeping her down. The anger, the rage brought her back from death's door. And even with atrophied muscles, she killed 2 grown men for her own survival, willed her muscles out of atrophy, and went on a one-woman killing spree that went all over practically the damn globe. And she took out 88 people. The crazy 88 show up, and she was so badass at it that the world suddenly went to black and white because we couldn't see that much blood being spilled. Because, wow. And even with her bloodlust going, she had the presence of mind to stop and to have a teaching moment with a misguided youth. And she's a damn good barber as well. But not even just that, but when you look into her past and what she had to go through with training, a misogynist, a sadist instructor, she won the respect of a sadist. She took every single bit of his abuse, showing the mental fortitude. She didn't have it easy. She was buried alive, shot in the chest with rock salt, and just kept coming. Beatrix Kiddo is will personified. If you gave her a Green Lantern ring, Darkseid would have no chance of survival because Beatrix Kiddo just don't die. Not to mention the fact that for all of the charm, all of the swag, all of the charisma that the snake charmer himself, Bill, had, he could not tame the Black Mamba. She even got a world-renowned sword maker who had sworn to never make another instrument of death. She got him to make a sword with just one simple argument. Bill. Come on now. And if you know anything about Asian culture, you know that when a word is given, it's not broken. Because it's not just a promise, it's honor. Furthermore, she took out one of the deadliest assassins in the world after destroying all of her henchmen. Come on now. I'm not taking anything away from Ting, but he ran away from a bunch of unarmed street toughs. She took on the Yakuza alone. Yo, if you need me to argue to let you know that Beatrix Kiddo is the truth, then you don't deserve to watch movies. And I'm done.
All right. Well, you can bank there 5 seconds for you, bud. Renee, are you ready? You're on mute there, bud. But if you're ready for your 2-minute rebuttal.
Sorry, I was going to say he needs those 5 seconds. No.
Do I though?
You've both been good about using all of your time, so I appreciate that. So, are you ready for your 2?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, get after it.
So, where do we start? The misguided youth comment. I love that. I love that. It was great that in the crazy 88, you said she killed 88 actually, so that was technically 87 because she spared the one person's life in the entire fucking movie. How many times did we see Ting spare fucking lives? Literally, like standing over a fucking dude, fucking fist to the temple, ready to fucking deliver the death blow. Did not fucking do it. One of my favorite fucking things though was like, you know who buried Beatrix? Fucking Michael Madsen. Like, he's like, you gonna jump, little froggy. You gonna bite, little doggy. I'm like, come. She got shot with fucking rock salt and got put in the fucking dirt. Yeah, and he fucking got called out for fucking balking. He balked on it. He should have fucking just done it. She would have been done. One other bullet, she would have been fucking done. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, cool. Hattori Hanzo made her a fucking another sword. Why? Because in reality, he realized how much he fucked up in creating the animal that is built. And again, none of this would have happened if she didn't fucking sign up to be a fucking twat in the first place. She literally was a fucking twat. She was a twat for hire. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. The unarmed street thugs, they weren't unarmed. They had fucking knives. They had fucking 2x4s. And Ting realized he thought he had somebody who had the twos who had his fucking back, and they all ran like fucking twats anyway. The end.
All right. Oh man.
Didn't have weapons at first.
At first, it still happened. It was the same scene.
It was
the same scene.
They rolled up unarmed and everyone ran.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey,
it's 25 to
time.
fucking 2.
Don't make me mute you.
Somebody pull his car over.
87. 87.
88 initially on, actually 92 if you count Sophie, if you count Yaturi right. And whatnot.
That wasn't the number you said. That wasn't the number you said.
Hey, I can add to it.
Damon.
Yes.
Are you ready to ask your question?
The crazy 86 and a half.
Believe so. Yes.
All right. So listen up, Renee.
So we both know we know that Ting wouldn't go looking for the rest of, I cannot remember the name of the group now, the rest of the snake assassins. Do you think he would have had as much trouble or less trouble? How do you think he would have handled them?
This is me you're asking?
Yeah. Yes.
How would I think he would have handled?
How would he account for himself versus the
deadly
Viper assassination squad? How would he handle them?
Thank you.
Oh, I probably would not survive.
Well, okay.
I'm being straight up honest, just because it's a different. Sorry, he doesn't know how to fucking handle a sniper rifle. That dude's never been shot at. Ting's probably never heard a fucking bullet shot ever in his life. Think about it. The world's it's a very complicated issue there. Proper training, sure. I think that dude would end up fucking blow darting you in the neck before you ever saw a fucking you ever pulled a trigger on a sniper rifle. But that's a very, very, very convoluted and complicated question. And just being a realist, yeah, that's a toughie. Ting's not beating a sniper rifle. It's a different game.
Yeah. Well, and I would ask the same question to Brian in the reverse. How do you think Beatrix would handle being in the ring with Ting? I mean, going straight up.
If they were fighting straight up, Beatrix Kiddo would have to, and the thing is, Beatrix Kiddo is adept enough at fighting the both sexes, so she would know that she cannot match power for power with Ting. She would also know from her training that she doesn't want to get into an insane striking contest with him. She's going to have to go for pressure points. She'd have to be careful of his elbow. If anyone who's fought a Muay Thai practitioner knows, you better be careful of those knees. You better be careful of those elbows. Beatrix Kiddo's defense is movement. Ting does really, really great at people that want to go power on power. He's amazing. He kills her if she fights him in his own style. But if she uses the tricks that she knows, if she starts attacking pressure points and stays away from his power, if she fights him hand to hand, I think that she has a chance, because that Shaolin style that she adopts is made for fighting bigger, stronger individuals. Now she has a sword. Well, he loses an arm and then he loses a leg, and now we've got a Thai version of Anakin Skywalker on our hands.
All right, Brian. All right, Brian, with the jokes today. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hey, don't hate
Fuck
the
can they
player.
run?
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Ting Kenobi.
Oh shit, Demon crushing it.
Oh,
Bam,
man.
bam, 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 bam.
These are not the elbows you've been looking for. Oh, man. Let's see. Do we? It looks we don't have any comments yet, but I will say I don't know if you saw it earlier. Somebody posted this this little note right here. The best
Hey.
advocates for tonight.
Thank you.
Fair
Can I say one thing though? I will say this. I have nothing but respect for the talent that Ting does bring to the table. He's very, very agile. He's very, very quick. He's very strong. He makes amazing use of, the flying elbow. I don't think anyone really gives enough respect to how painful it is to have the tip of an elbow smash you at the top of your head. But there were a lot of times that I was watching Ong Bak, and I'm like, how are you getting up? You've got a concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your skull is bruised. That means your brain is your brain is moving around like a giant dildo inside your skull right now. How?
Dildo skull.
Yeah.
I think Beatrix Kiddo's all right.
I'll tell you one thing: she can wear the hell out of Bruce Lee's banana outfit. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah. You mean half of her identity? Yeah, I know that.
Listen, all I'll say is this: I've seen 4 individuals wear that outfit amazing. Bruce Lee, Forrest Law, Bruce Leroy Green, and Beatrix Kiddo. Now I kind of, and that's another one. I kind of wish that Bruce Leroy Green was going up against Ting. Well, that'd be a pretty good fight.
Now, so I have a question for you, and this will be and this is going to be for both of you. So assuming you win, your next bout will be either against Jack Reacher from the Reacher series on Amazon, or Rama from the Raid series. Who would you rather fight?
As Beatrix Kiddo?
Yeah.
Since I'm more familiar with Jack Reacher than Rama, I would have to do my research. I would probably say Reacher, just because I'm not familiar with Rama.
Okay.
I'm gonna go same. I literally, thanks to your fucking black ass, Dean. I didn't even really watch Reacher. So,
both are like, what?
The faces looking, the both the fact that y'all both just did the fucking Brady Bunch.
Yeah, we did too. So this is a new thing. So Dean does not advocate black face, but he does advocate black ass. So he paints his ass black and just goes, "Yep, this is me."
Yep, that's me. I mean, I do produce a Boondocks podcast, so that's about as close as I get to that.
Black adjacent.
He's black adjacent. He's perpendicular black.
It's lateral. It's all lateral. Right?
It's all lateral. But is it bilateral? No.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is.
It is Pride Month.
Especially in June.
So it doesn't look like we have any folks joining us for comments or questions for you, which is fine. But we will now give you, and this will be going first to Renee for your 2-minute closing argument. Let me bring the timer back in, and if you're ready, sir, are you ready? All right, let's go.
Yeah. So what I think we all really need to remember here is that we are talking about 2 different worlds, 2 different entities, 2 different two completely different situations. I really did not appreciate the notion that Ting signed up or volunteered for this. No. Somebody had to do this. It's very sad that I have to like think about it and compare it to my time in the military. Somebody has to step up and do this shit. All of them are trained for this, and they were taught to never use their abilities, their strengths for anything less than something honorable. And having the sacred, head of your most sacred religious symbol of your village stolen. That's what's more honorable than going and getting that back, especially while making sure you don't violate any of your beliefs that you were taught and raised up with since childhood. It's really sad what Beatrix went through, but unfortunately that was what she signed up for. Could have in this one life we have, you're given choice, and that was her choice to do that. Ting had to do this. Ting, was holding up the integrity of what he considered his own fucking country, his own village, his family's heritage that's been going on forever. So it is what it is. Shout out to Ting.
All right. 1 second here. Let me reset the clock, and I will bring Mr. Tan over. And Brian, if you're ready, go for it.
He volunteered. That's signing up for it. Period. We need to get Ong Bak's head back. I'll do it. Volunteered. He signed up. I understand when the going get tough, the tough get going. When you get pushed, you gotta push back. I get it, but at the end of the day, he volunteered to go for it.
What do you get paid for?
There are a bunch of cats climbing that tree too. They could have volunteered. He ain't even give them the chance. I'm not going to sit here and call him a glory hound, but, well, if it quacks like a duck, if it throws an amazing flying knee with precision, at the same token, yes, Beatrix Kiddo did make a very unfortunate choice. She fell in love with the wrong guy, but she tried to make it better. She tried to walk away. She did not deserve that. She made a choice to leave. She knew that Bill was never going to let her leave. Beatrix Kiddo, even though she made the choice to go into it, she was a victim. She was victimized. And she was used. And you know what? She was almost murdered and lived with nightmares that her daughter died. Yeah, it's great that she woke up and found out that her daughter was still alive. But all the things she had to go through. And I'm sorry, but when you open a door, you don't know what's on the other side. She is so blinded by vengeance, so enraged that she opens a door and bam, buckshot. She gets shot in the chest with rock salt. And you know what? Mr. Blonde is a monster.
I'll give you 30 seconds to finish your thought.
Oh yeah, because I also had 8 seconds to spare.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Michael Madsen as Mr. Blonde and as Bud is a monster. Okay, he is still a master assassin, even if he is an out of shape freaking redneck. He still has the knowledge to do what he done did.
All right then. Whew.
I was gonna say I still had 10 seconds from my ones earlier, but okay, that's cool.
You were finished. You
Yeah, you said you was done.
That's all right. So, Demond, you want to do a little recap for us there, bud? Oh, can't hear you.
Yep.
There you go.
Let's try that again. I was actually going to do my Macho Man. Forget it. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Ting. Yeah, we had Ting doing his thing. Then we had Beatrix Kiddo. We have the assassins, killers. Yeah. An unbelievable Man, that hurt. Unbelievable. Another unbelievable debate. You guys were fantastic. And yeah, this is again another close one. Most of the shows that we've done, I had an inkling on where I was going to personally vote, and I'm always curious on what other people were how they were gonna feel about it, and biases for the characters and everything. And I love both of these characters, so I thought this was gonna be an even fight anyway. And you guys didn't help that, so thank you.
No, actually, can I just tune in and say, like, I was very surprised that you put up these two. Like, everybody I've talked about the show, like that I'm doing the show coming up for the past week and a half or so. They're like, wait, what's Ong Bak? And I'm like, how the fuck
How do you
do
not know about Ong Bak?
No, yeah, seriously, it's like I'm like, wait.
That
This
is one
was
of the
like,
greatest martial arts films of the last 20 years.
yeah, of our generation. Literally, like, I'm like, hold on, do you guys not remember when Muay Thai was like, it became like huge? I think it was like early 2000 or mid 2000s or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, holy shit, who the fuck does not remember this shit? And
I remember when it was because for me it started with Kickboxer with John Claude.
Yeah,
well, you know what? For me,
right.
It was King of the Kickboxers with Billy Blanks.
Yeah.
Which is
Billy Blanks. I just hear Granddad's voice talking to Billy Blanks.
Hey, Billy Blanks. Oh, sorry, Billy Blanks. Why would I buy it in VHS when I can get the infomercial free?
Brian, you're not Billy Blanks?
No, I'm not.
Shit. Damn it. That explains a lot.
Yeah, Billy Blanks doesn't do Kempo.
Do we have another comment? We may have a comment here. Let's see.
T-Dog.
So
oh, wow.
Tiara says she didn't know about him.
Another one.
What? I'll tell you what, though. The one thing, I love Ting as a character. I think that this is an amazing kind of a fish out of water story. Ong Bak is. It's a great fish out of water story. And I love the fact that he goes to find his cousin, and his cousin is just as much of a scumbag as the guy that lopped off Ong Bak's head. Like, I was wanting to beat the crap out of his cousin the whole damn time.
Dude,
I really was.
Not even just give him, like, whip his ass, but like give him an atomic wedgie. Because
Yes.
like the way
he doesn't even deserve a punch.
Like he's like a giant baby.
Yeah, well, he was the one that at the end that got his arm broke, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Ting served that guy a nice broken leg. So
yeah. Like, honestly, I seriously want like Ting's cousin to be like standing up and running his mouth at Ting about something, and Will Smith just comes out of nowhere and slaps the shit out of
Agreed.
him.
Oh man. Okay, so let's go. So now the dispute is ended, my friends, and it's time to settle things. What we need you to do now is go to disputedpod.com/Ting V Kiddo. That's TING V KIDD.
That's right. He said Ting. He said Ting, by the way. Ting.
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 Tango. T is in tango.
Ting. Votes for Ting.
So you'll have about a week and a half to vote. We close voting on Tuesday at noon Pacific, and so you'll be able to vote from now until then. Please vote. Make sure that when you go vote, you click on the character that you want, and then click the vote button. Because if you only click the character, you're not clicking the vote. You're not voting. So click the character, then click the vote button, and that will register your vote. So make sure you do that, because I know there's some people who have not done that. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Also, while we're at it, let's talk about a little, do a little self-promotion. So you can find anywhere we are at disputed.com/links. It'll take you to all of our different places that we're available. And then you can also, if you want to buy some merch like this, here we go. Nice Disputed Podcast Big D shirt. You can go to disputedpod.com/merch and get one of those. And also, like I said earlier, podskier.com will take you to every single Podskier podcast that is available, including this one. And then tomorrow night, we'll be on How Are You Now, doing a live table read of us at the golf course. And every one of us will be there. So we expect you to be too as well. Man. So
this is fun.
Yeah, Damon.
I still disagree. I still think that Kiddo should have lost. But I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I'm a peaceful man. I'm an honorable man. I'm not that petty.
It's all good. You know, you
I'm
never
not
know how
that
these things are
petty.
going to turn out.
Yeah, but this is fun. This is very, very fun. I really, really love this. I was a little bit surprised as well by this matchup,
Mm.
but it's a fun matchup because it's definitely a contrast of styles. It's also a contrast of mindsets because Kiddo is a killer. Ting is he's not. He's just he'll break your bones, but he won't break your life. So,
He'll
but
break your leg, though. Yeah, he will.
oh,
Definitely
he'll make you wish you had killed him.
Oh,
He had killed you.
I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna break something.
Oh yeah, Ting will make you wish you never left grade school.
He broke with an overhead elbow. He broke a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah,
Split
dude,
that bitch
Muay
in
Thai.
two. A,
Muay Thai is a frightening martial art. Muay Thai is when you get someone that knows what they're doing. Muay Thai is very frightening.
Mm.
You know, I mean, I'm still a major. I still, you know, I'm a Kempo black belt, so my heart's always into Kempo.
All
But
right, quit bragging.
I'll tell you what though, if I had the opportunity to train Muay Thai, and I mean Muay Thai, Thailand Muay Thai, oh, I'd take that up. I'd take that challenge up in a heartbeat.
All right. All right. You wanna bring this to a preview of our next episode there, Demond?
yes, I
Is,
do.
is there like a segment where I get to maybe like promote some of my shit?
Oh, totally. Yeah. If you got,
Is that,
yeah, bring
is
it.
that a thing?
Yeah,
Because I have like
totally.
a
Yeah.
lot.
If I'm sorry, You totally. Yeah. I should
I
have
have a
done that for
lot of
both of them.
things
Yeah.
to
Do it.
push.
Do it. Do
Uh,
it, my friend. Do it.
I was gonna say, if you want to go first, B, you good. Go ahead.
No, man, you go ahead, do your thing. I'm good.
Yeah, I hope coming out of this, maybe somebody comes out and check out my podcast. I do every Wednesday. It's called Perfectly Misfit. One of my favorite episodes actually featured Dean here. It's a podcast with me and one of my army brothers, Dan. Dan Web 20. Webslinger 25 on all social medias. That's all his socials. Mine are is Bet You I Did, BETYOUIDID on everything you can follow. Perfectly Misfit is a little dumb show that's really like therapy for me and an army bro, where we talk about bullshit for half an hour and then we try to get into the basic everyday topics that people who would watch a show like this get into. We talk about podcasts that we've listened to over the past week, TV shows or maybe movies we've watched, and because we're a bunch of fats, food. We like food. We like going out to eat. We like cooking. Dan is a family man. He's got like 2 kids. His girlfriend's got 2, 3 kids. So sometimes there's like 5 kids in the house. So he has to like whip up meals for the whole family, and we talk about our recipes. It's a really good time. Also, check me out on the Disputed podcast. This is fucking awesome. I really appreciate you having me on every the second time now. This is fucking fun. It's kind of it riddles me with anxiety, so I hate you for that. But at the same time, it's also like just fun to be able to like debate on a level-headed platform. Where like we're not
Yeah.
just
And just
being
it's
complete
about
ignorant
fun.
assholes. Yeah, it's great. Um, then I'm also looking forward to doing. How are you now? How are you now is huge for me. You guys have had me on for almost, I think, 2 years now, 2.5 years, and
I've never been
I
on.
really, really look forward to that. Fucking fuss. We're doing a fuss at the golf course tomorrow,
Mhm.
and I am also hearing there's words of me doing an episode of the Shoresy season coming up. So
Yep.
that's looking at, I think, season episode 4. It is.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Episode
I'm
4.
looking forward to that. So Dean, thank you again for having me on
Yeah,
and
buddy.
allowing me to plug my dumb shit that nobody listens to.
I feel that way about this one sometimes, and it kind of gets to
Hey,
me.
hey,
Uh, I
positive energy.
struggle. Yeah. So, but I'm trying to, and you guys help me with that, and I really appreciate that. And then Brian, I saw your video today. even brought tears to Tiara's eyes. But it's very motivating. So if send me that link again, because I don't know if I can find it. But if you could send
Yeah,
me that
sure.
link
Yeah, I'll
later
send
on,
it to you. Yeah,
and
sure.
I
No
will
problem.
I'll make sure that everybody gets their links in the show notes.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Absolutely.
Yeah, my little crew out there. I busted their balls about making sure they watch this episode. So you're gonna be around for at least another month or two. So
I
prepared.
definitely want to get out of this. At least get through
Just
this
be
first
prepared,
one.
okay? So like, don't think you're
All
giving
right.
up on this shit yet. I like the show.
All
so.
right. All right. So Brian, promote what you got there for us, bud.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to come on. I really appreciate this community for embracing me and allowing me into it. And even when I'm not able to be active, it's like I've never left. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to come on here. I am also the co-host of the Plotaholics podcast that I do with Shane Wilson. We are currently in our Summer of Song block. We last week's episode was Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping, which is absolutely hilarious.
I keep meaning to watch that one.
It is so great. You definitely want to check it out. Wherever you get podcasts, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, wherever, just search Plotaholics Podcast. You can find us on there this coming week. We will be doing A Star is Born. So
the most current one?
Well, we're going to do the most current one. That's going to be the primary one, but I'm also going to we're also probably going to be referencing the original and the Chris Christopherson
from back in the
Streisand
20s
version.
or 30s.
Yes, because whenever we do a movie that is a remake of something, I try to watch the original as well, so I can have additional reference.
Yeah, there was one in the 20s, one in the 40s, then the 70s,
and then the 70s, and then the most recent one. You can catch us. You can also go to plotaholics.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel, Plotaholics. Every subscription helps. We're also on Discord as well, so you can check us out there. If you join our YouTube channel, I also do a side show with for the Plotaholics called Tan Talks, where we talk television shows. Recently, myself and Katie Salitis, the host of the Spilling Ink show, we're talking Obi-Wan Kenobi, and our episode 4 discussion will drop this next week. I am also the host of the Tandemonium Sports Show over at Vendetta Sports Media. Go to vendettasportsmedia.com. Tandemonium Sports Show is live every Tuesday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk what's going on in sports right about now. This past episode, we talked about how disgusting of a human being Deshaun Watson is. And I definitely want to shout out, if you're looking to change your life, if you're in a position where you're just ready to give up hope, you're in constant pain, life has gotten to you, and you're looking for a way to sort of strengthen your body, strengthen your mind, strengthen your spirit, I definitely suggest you go to ddpyoga.com and start learning to own your life. I am also a transformation coach. I'm a certified DDP yoga instructor. If you would just want someone to give you a attaboy and cheer you on, if you need someone to help you along in your path, I'm always happy to help.
Hey Brian, on that note, are you booked next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time?
No.
I would love to have you on the show if you're free.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you'd be great. Like, the positive energy, and like, we're all into the same kind of shit anyway. We can discuss our shit show that we do tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'd love to do it.
Disputed podcast, bringing people together.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Let's argue and then bring it
and
together.
Then just bring it all in.
Unifying.
There you go. I'm all for it. Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to learn more about my story, and if you're looking for help in your journey, if I can serve you in any way, go to briantan.com. If you're in the greater Pittsburgh area, I offer in-person self-defense classes as well as DDP yoga group classes and one-on-one private classes. sunglasses.
And that's tan with 2 N's.
Tan with 2 N's. Bryan.
And Brian with a Y, yeah.
Yep.
And Brian with a Y. Yes, please don't spell my name with an I. I take it personal.
Okay,
Like
Brian.
Michael I take it personal like my name is Michael Jordan.
Dude, people put 2 E's at the end of my Renee. And I was like, no.
Oh.
One E.
Yeah, you're not French.
Yeah. And I'm not a female. Like, usually that's how it is.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's female. It's for females and for French, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's
but also
French
Latin.
females, it's 3 E's.
Oh. You can never get enough E's.
Dude, it's 4 E's. No. All right.
All right. So let's button this thing up and we'll talk in a little bit. So go ahead, Devon. Oh, you're there you go.
Our next scheduled bout will be on June 23rd at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, we'll be back for our next scrap. Jack Reacher from the Reacher series on Amazon Prime versus Rama from the Raid movie franchise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I love both of them. I mean, I'm Jack Reacher. If you haven't watched the Jack Reacher franchise, I do a podcast about it called The Wandering Type. But anyway, I'm a little biased. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love the Raid movies. Jack Reacher's just fucking
Bro, you got more podcasts than Miss Wayans has kids. Okay.
Hey, if they don't die, they multiply.
Small world.
All right. Okay, guys.
Fun world.
All right. So until next time, people. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We are now asking you to go vote for your champion. We want to thank our advocates for their amazing defense of their champions. And finally, we'd like to thank the musical artists who created the music that helps make our show so great. We've got Hard Fight by Tajirigis, Game Changer by Icolix, Fight Club by Evil Bear Boris, Fight Makes Right by Atake, and This Party Sucks by Done With Fish. They can be found on freemusicarchive.org or on artlist.io. See you next time.